In this video, a YouTuber, while filming in the forest, trying to record the landscape for his followers, notices something isn't right. He finds an abandoned GoPro near some train tracks and an abandoned tent with some items still inside. He looks at the recordings again, and what he finds is disturbing. The guy also explains that he withheld certain information because he's not allowed to share it. The most disturbing thing is that he likely found a video of a man killed in the forest. What we can see isn't much, but it's enough to make us understand that this man's disappearance wasn't accidental. Rather, it was certainly caused by someone who made him disappear. What if it was the man in the video stalking him? What did he want? And why did he kill him? The police found the man's lifeless body days later, but there was no trace of his killer. In this video, we see a Russian hunter entering a forest to hunt elk. But he never expected that a simple hunt would turn into an attempted murder. Luckily, he's armed with a sniper rifle that allows him to ward off any threat. But unfortunately for him, there will be more than one threat.
Какой-то непонятный. Время где-то около часа ночи. Стук такой металлический.
What appear to be metallic noises coming from the forest turn out to be inhuman voices and strange screams, as if something paranormal was stalking the boy. After hearing this scream, the boy decides to stop hunting and start thinking about what to do to avoid dying. Many in the comments, after watching their video, admit that what they heard was nothing human, but the scariest thing that can happen to you in a forest is hearing strange noises and being in the dark.
Тихо, 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 старик. Это пищевые, вон там. Тихо, 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 тихо. Перестало, что ли? Вот. Ну-ка, пошли. Ноги, блядь. Так, рюкзак собираем. Растаскивай головешки. Тихо. Блядь, тушим давай. Тихо, чтобы не поехала никуда. Блядь, сейчас зальем уж нахуй. Фляжку давай, блядь. Да тут вода, не до воды, блядь. Заливай. Заливай, блядь. Тихо. Давай, не ссы. Быстрее, блядь.
After realizing the criticality of the situation, he decides to put out the fire and climb a tree with his sniper to have the best view in case someone decides to attack him. But this will prove useless after he realizes it that more than one being is tormenting him.
Пошли, блядь. Залазь аккуратно. Опа. Опять нахуй. О-о-о-о. Ты чё, блядь? Давай, блядь. Быстрее, нахуй. О, блядь.
After several shots, silence fell once again.
After the first shot, a scream can be heard, followed by total silence. Something seems to have been upset by the boy's gunshot.
Пострелять, хуй его знает, туда или туда, блядь. Блядь, близко совсем.
The last bullet is fired, and then there's total silence. Apparently, we are not talking about a human or an animal. No one could withstand all those bullets. Surely not all of them hit their mark, but judging by the screams, some did. So what did this boy encounter that night? Many in the comments are certain it was a skinwalker, a legendary creature that takes the form of animals or humans and imitates their voices, luring its prey into killing them. The boy stopped recording, and from that moment on, there was no further news. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Adam Eater is a channel owned by a guy who enjoys exploring forests and camping. One day, while walking and filming himself, he sat down to figure out where to go. He showed his followers the map to show them the route, but at a certain point the camera turned off. And when it was turned back on, something terrifying happened.
About a 15-mile logging trail to do the logging in a part of the woods I've never explored, or I doubt many people have explored, because it's just so inaccessible. So today we're gonna go out there to that logging trail, and I got the all-wheel drive vehicle. We're gonna go as far down the trail as we can, and then we're gonna go explore the woods. Right now I'm over here somewhere. I'm off the map, so I'm gonna have to get back into my this is really hard to see in the camera, guys, but I'm gonna have to get back into my topo map area so I can again use terrain association, get some of these higher spots to come back to where I'm going. I do have a compass, so if worse comes to worse, I'll just head in the direction of that logging road and we'll take that road. Sorry, battery died there. So I do have another okay, I'm gonna get moving here. All right, so I'm gonna get moving, guys. I'll check in with in a little bit, okay? Hey, Jesus. Go, get it! So, I'm pretty sure I know where I'm at. I got good sun here, so I'm not going back the way I came. I'm going south, and I'll hit the logging trail, and I'm just gonna the logging trail to wherever I parked, which should be, I'm on the trail, it should be east of where I'm at right now. I'm not even gonna try to go back the way I came. Guys, I've never had that happen before. I mean, I saw him, and then he was gone, and I was good to go, and I was kind of backtracking a little bit, but staying quite a distance from the way I came in. And then I had a little fire, and then I heard some shit, so, and, you know, kind of packed up there, and then I thought it was just a wind, so I was just taking my time, and then I turn around and he's there. So we a couple warning shots on that motherfucker, and that did it. I mean, you shouldn't do warning shots on a bear because they get desensitized to it, so you're not supposed to do that. But I've never been stalked or followed before on any hike. I mean, they're the first.
Fortunately, the bear got scared and turned back, running the other way. The encounter was even caught on camera for a few seconds, and from what Adam said, it seemed the bear had been approaching aggressively. He fired some warning shots, which, in some cases, can make a bear more aggressive, but this time it worked and scared it off.
As did Adam.
This is why it's so
who was
important to
wounded
always
the arm
have some
after the
form
bear
of
caught
protection
him
with
off
you.
guard,
You never know if
forcing
you'll
him to
encounter a
seek
bear in a
treatment as
bad
quickly
mood,
as possible.
and being able to defend yourself
The
can make
lesson we
all the
should take from
difference.
this video is
During the encounter, he
never
hurt
go
his
into
arm a
the
little,
forest
but
alone or
it wasn't
without
serious.
protection,
I mean,
such as a
it could have
gun
been
in
much
this
worse if the
case.
bear had reached
You
him.
never know
He
what
left the
creature
area
you'll
immediately
encounter,
afterward, and this is
human
also a
or
reminder to
otherwise.
always pay.
One night, a Scottish YouTuber decides to spend the night at an abandoned house after losing a bet with his friends. It's said that a family lived in the house and committed suicide after World War II, and their ghosts have haunted the place ever since. Mare, not being a person who is easily intimidated, decides to explore and then enter to prepare to spend the night there until something suspicious begins to creep in.
Alright, sweet. Nice and cozy. Said I wanted to take up fishing. Someone's left a little homemade fishing rod. Really sweet. You see some pretty weird written on doors. That's normally the see. Smoke that and that's a common one. If you can see it, it says Bill Gates. That one, little coordinates. Think I'm gonna go check it out? Hell no, but I'm sure someone's just joking. Look at the amazing view from the window. You got the lockdown there. I love coming in bobbies, they're so homely.
The house is obviously empty, and as soon as night begins to fall, strange things begin to happen.
I got one of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use. Oh, maybe this is the guests. There was no one there. I don't know if that's just the people me or something. I don't know if that's something they do, but I don't think it would be that family. It was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there, so I don't know what's going on, but I've not heard of any haunted bobbies or anything. I've never had weird just wanted a nice little bobby night. If you've watched all my videos before, you know I don't do this. Yeah. This is gonna be a fun night. They're walking around into the room, and then I go in there, and it just stops. Maybe I just put my music on really loud and forget about it. Cameraman never dies, right?
Things escalate quickly. Footsteps, noises, and thumps coming from the thing. But when he gets up to check, there's no one there. Could it be that family who still lives in the house and doesn't want guests? In fact, the most terrifying thing is when, after checking, and no one's home, he returns to the second room. And from there on, he begins to hear footsteps, the sound of dishes, and objects moving in the next room, as if someone were inside, but no one was there. Whatever the case, the boy spends the night and the next day runs away from the thing, leaving everything behind. Who knows who was behind all this? In this video, we see a hunter setting up nighttime cameras with a microphone near his property. You might be wondering why. The reason is that every night he finds his animals killed and mauled with axe and machete marks. A psychopath roams around at night, enters his property, and kills his animals.
I'll catch him. So I need
After
to get the trail
alerting
cam and
the
set it up.
police, he decided to set
And
up
we got
cameras
her.
to record what
So
was
here's the trail
happening at
cam.
night.
Got it set up.
And
It's
this is
facing over
what
there
he found.
perfectly. But I've got a nice little treat for you guys. There's the sound recorder. Okay, so I'm gonna have the trail cam going. I'm also gonna have the sound recorder going. I'm gonna listen to the audio first, and then the trail cam, just to see what we hear and then what we see. Because that's kind of the fun, you hear something and then see it later.
A shirtless man emerges out of nowhere, carrying an axe. According to the man, he was chasing his animals to kill them. But the question remains, why would he want to kill them? The man was never seen again after the police sent patrols into the woods to try to capture him.